Hello everybody and welcome back to the video on my YouTube channel. I'm Nicholas and today we're back with another episode of Catching Up On, the series where I catch up on K-pop. And today, finally, we are kicking off our Mamamoo discography reactions. Therefore, joining the likes of EXO and soon other groups in where I make it my mission to go through every single music video plus album release for Mamamoo now, because their discography is very, I don't know how to call it, complicated, weird or whatnot. Like, there's so many weird features and single releases and then that intervenes with one another, so many OSTs as well. Those are the only things that we will be leaving out for now. That's something I might just do myself or then just do it all in one big video, so we'll see about that. For now, that we will be focusing on all the music videos and all their albums, which will easily amount up to 20 to 30 videos or more, depending on how I have to split things given copyright and whatnot. But yeah, the first catching up on will obviously focus on the first music videos, and this includes all the music videos from the debut 2014, the two pre-single music videos, Don't Be Happy and Peppermint Chocolate, their debut Mr.Ambiguous, and then their first comeback, Piano Man. And yeah, like mentioned, it's been a long time coming. I think, when did I say I wanted to start doing this for Mamamoo as well? I think during their Killing Voice reaction, which was at the end of February, so already quite a while ago. But as mentioned there already as well, we have so many artists to check out, so many new comebacks all the time. There's just so much stuff to do at every point, basically. So every day I go without an upload, I tell myself, man, there's so much stuff to react to. How can you not upload something today, you know? And then I got COVID as well, so yeah, it's all a bit difficult, it's all a bit time consuming, but now we are finally here kicking things off. Last week we checked the Moonbirds comeback and everything as well, so we didn't go fully without Mamamoo in that time frame. But now we're diving into the group things, because thus far I've only seen and heard one Mamamoo group song, just one, and that was their I think most recent comeback, which was Mamamoo. I think they're like an anniversary type of song or something like that. So there wasn't really a good first big impression of them, you know. It was just like a like more of a fun little side project for them, basically. So now we're really diving into the core of Mamamoo, and we're doing that with their first 4 music video releases. And one thing I'm actually surprised at when looking at those are the numbers, because some of the later releases really went into like 300 million views, 100 million views, and all that kind of stuff. So in comparison, their pre-debut music videos are really low in numbers, actually. The first one is Don't Be Happy, released on January 9th, 2014, sitting at just 3.6 million views, which is obviously still quite a number, but given it's now been it's been over 8 years since that, like, oh my god, 8 years, holy moly, time is flying. But like, I would expect that when they get viral songs like, I think, what was it, Hip, that reached that many views, that these type of songs and also would get a lot of views over the years, accumulating to like at least double-digit million numbers. Didn't happen here, but doesn't really mean that the quality must be low, you know. Like, numbers in that sense are never really always that telling. So let's stop the talking and let's start the reacting. The intro is already going over 3 minutes, holy moly. Our first big Mamamoo music video, actually, the first music video of our catching up on series. There's no idea how many we will be having there, or maybe 10, 12, who knows. Don't Be Happy, their first pre-debut release single. Let's check it out. And I think it even has a feature. That's also one of those things. Many of their older songs have like features, and then actually not every member included. I don't know. Let's just go into it. Oh yeah, what could the concepts be though? Don't Be Happy sounds actually quite sad, but let's see. Classy openings. Is that Solar? That's... Solar's voice at that point already, my lord. Win? Was it Win or... Wait, what? Oh no, I'm already confused. Wait, is this just Solar or Win? I actually don't know. Ah, no, it's still Solar, right? Oh, it's Solar and Win. Ah. Wait, is it just them? Not the other two? Ooh, but this is just has something so classy to it. So much style. Ooh. What a full vocal song. Perfect showcase for the vocal line. Woo! And then just, oh, that's so smart. And then just walking to each other's location like that. Man, flex to the vocals on the first release or what? Holy moly. Yeah, I guess it's just Solar and Win, okay? Take a look at Standing Dome. I think that's the feature part. This is what I mean, you know? Features in the debut, stuff like that. It's actually the ending section? I thought it was like a... Is it the ending section?
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the fabulous
Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Oh, it's generally the... Oh, wait. This Moonbill. Wait, is this part of the actual song now? Or is this like additionally at the end of the video? What's up? Oh, her name was written differently. Wait, did her name change over the years? Like if we had the W on front and not the H? Oh, okay. Okay, I see what we did. Like it's called it's Mamamoo obviously, but like only Solar and Ween performed in the song, and then that's where we then added like the Moonbill and Hwasa showcase at the end as well to signalize, hey, they're part of this too. I guess they really just wanted to have this very vocal focused, classy type of vibe, and that's why they wanted to focus on the vocal line and leave the rap line out, even though I think both of them really would have fit into that as well. But wait, like even the feature only had like background vocals. We didn't even see them. That's what I meant at the beginning with like, man, the discography. At first glance, when I went through it, I was like, man, like so many, like, you know, like not your classical discography like you see nowadays with like just mini album after mini album, maybe a single here and there, you know, like so many different features and not everybody participating in all songs and all that kind of stuff. Let me see. Don't be happy, Mamamoo lyrics. Like obviously only Ian and Solar performed this. Yeah, only Solar, Ween, and Bumkey. Okay, so at least wasn't like, you know, already losing my mind a bit. I'm like, wait a second, that's not Solar anymore. Wait, that's Ween already. Wait, am I confusing myself? You know, because the pacing we had in there really didn't feel like it would be an all group song. That's what happened at the end. But yeah, this is I wouldn't say bold or I actually see. Oh, that's what I also saw. There is now a 2021 version for this release 7 months ago. Holy moly, the first few frames of Solar already. Jesus Christ. But I think that then features all of them, I'd say, right? I guess. I don't know. I guess that's something we can do maybe at the end of all those things, where we then check out these older releases with the newer versions. But yeah, like mentioned, did know beforehand that we would only have both Solar and Ween in this, and not Hwasa Moonbill. But even then, it's still a very, like mentioned, very classy song, you know? Like, the vocal line instantly just flexes, okay? That's, like mentioned, the first Mamamoo content we got, and generally at the end with this thing too, I think their opening concept really was supposed to be, like, this very classy woman, you know? And they obviously fit right into that, and the vocal delivery and everything. Like, Ween and Zoller sound so incredible. I was a big fan of Zoller's Booty song on her first mini album as well, which like was really the standard of the album for me because it really showed off her vocals in a great way. And I've been listening to Ween's 2 mini albums a lot as well. So this was a very, very enjoyable little duet, basically. Even though, like mentioned, we did have a feature in there which was barely noticeable. Like, we had like a few background vocal section, but that's it. I don't know if that really was necessary and everything, because like mentioned, we have a lot of features, especially in the early years from what I've seen, so, you know, whatever about that. But Ween and Zoller killed it. That sounds great. And that's what I meant, right? Isn't nowadays her name with H and then W and then W and H? Like Hwaza instead of Waza, you know? No idea if... I'm not hallucinating, right? It's written W, it's written HW nowadays, right? Yeah. So what was the case here? What? Is it a typo or whatever? Don't be happy. We didn't have subtitles, so I can't go into the lyrics or anything, but very enjoyable, short, vocal-focused song. Ween and Zoller flexing the vocals from the debut on. That was really cool. It was pretty good nonetheless. We now move over to their second pre-debut single, which was released around a month after, on February 14th, 2014, on Valentine's Day, taking 3.9 million views. Peppermint Chocolate, which obviously gives a lot of thoughts and imagery into your mind. Let's check beforehand though. Who's part of that. I think it also has a feature, but I think this time around with every member. Like, actually surprising then that they said, okay, we do like one for the vocal line here, and then not one for the rap line, or maybe it is. Like, when I look onto here, I see, yeah, I guess this time it's with everybody. Okay, so interesting that they said, okay, we do one pre-debut music video for the vocalist, for the vocal line, even though I would probably put Waza in there as well, because all the vocals I heard from her as well were also pretty good. But then one for the rap line. It was 8 years ago, whatever what they thought, you know, it definitely worked out nonetheless. So let's go into the second music video, Peppermint Chocolate. Let's go. Oh, what does the name stand for though? I actually never checked that. Mamamoo. The features sounded great. Oh, this is something so bouncy, so funky and playful. Oh, move your voice. Oh, wait, is she duet rapping with one of the other guys? It sounded a bit like that. Ooh. It's voice. Oh. We again don't have the guys actually in the video, so we have them lip syncing it. But I love the... Wait, it sounded like Moonbill at the beginning, but never mind, I think, right? I'm so confused. I can't tell anymore. Like, the male vocals are so loudly mixed, I can't tell if we actually had the girls in there too. I haven't listened to them enough to straight away tell them, but we in its chorus. I don't know why, but the music video is doing a terrible job at letting you know who's singing right now, you know? I'll get to that in a moment. Like, would have been good if we added the names and the subtitles. was really happy for the early Dreamcatcher songs too.
It's so beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's such a beautiful love.
Ooh. But never mind, they're alright. Or no? I don't know. But that double liner was awesome. I'm generally a big fan of male and female vocals harmonizing together, so that was pretty cool. Yo, but who are the Weesung? Like, they're sounding great. K.will and Weesung? Oh. Okay, so I was confused at first because it really didn't feel like a typical Mamamoo song, but I think it's K.will x Mamamoo featuring Weesung. That explains why we had such a huge amount of male vocals in there still, you know. Wait, who's K.will? Maybe even 217. 217, 27, okay. And who's Weesung? Also 40 years old. What a surprise, okay. Yeah, like, again, I've only listened to one Mamamoo song before this video. I did listen to some of their solo stuff, to one more than the other. But, like, this music video is, like, from the way it's shot and from the way it's edited and whatnot, with all these visual sound effects and even some of them lip-syncing stuff, it makes it a bit difficult to really tell who's singing right now, or like who's who, because obviously voices develop as well, like mentioned, this was 8 years ago, so maybe I was like, oh, her voice really sounded much deeper than it does nowadays, you know. Wait, Peppermint Chocolate lyrics. I want to see it on like a website, you know, where have like the color-coded lyrics, exactly. No, Moonbill did have some stuff in there, but actually not where I think it was. Like only like some ad-libs and stuff. Like we ain't had a lot in there. Solar had like basically nothing. What? Solar had like 3 lines. Or 4, or I don't know. But yeah, the majority of the song definitely went over to... Rasa also only had like 2 lines. Yeah, like that's the thing, right? Like when I look at it now, you probably won't be able to really see it. But like then you see like these sprinkle of different colors in there. But like I couldn't even tell you straight away at what point of the song that might have been or could have been. Because it felt like everybody was singing it all the time in the visual, you know? Like always felt like everybody's mouth was moving because we didn't have the guys in the video to perform this stuff. So they apparently lip-synced it all the way as well. And then apparently everybody else lip-synced everyone from the rest of the group too, and so anytime it was not, like I think even we had some of the other girls sing while they weren't even on screen, you know what I mean? I don't know, this music video was definitely, like it was cool and had style, but like for somebody that isn't 100% clear on all their voices yet, because just haven't listened to them enough yet, that was a bit confusing for me. But even then, okay, even if we leave that aside, even if we leave my confusion aside, because like mentioned, this was a bit weirdly constructed in that sense, like the line distribution, you know, like there wasn't very clear verses for everybody where we go like, hey, first the 2, then the other 2, you know, like it was really just lines thrown in there in between, you know, like not your typical clean line distribution like you see nowadays often. The song is still extremely good, okay? The song still has a good groove yet again. It goes into a similar direction like Don't Be Happy, but in a, like, maybe more bouncy, funky, playful way. Like, still has this classy core feeling to it, but just a bit more bright and fun. But the chorus obviously sounds incredible, and especially the way names. The way she comes in there with the way she pronounces the Peppermint Chocolate. Where is it? Like, the way she enters there is so good. Like, it actually sounds a bit weird. Peppermint my chocolate. Like, she puts a my in between, but it's actually just peppermint chocolate, or at least that's what the subtitles say. But here's also what I mean, right? Like, we have we have Wee perform here, but we get a Zoller close up, you know? What's this music video? Why is it like that? Like, seriously, with so much editing, everything around you, like, can barely focus. You like want to focus on the MV, on the subtitles, on who's singing and whatnot, and enough excuses for me not being able to tell everybody apart straight away, I guess. But even then, like mentioned, the song is really fun. Ween's voice really stands out. She really has a stand-up voice, okay? Like, every time I put on her album, it's like, you know, because her voice really just has that that factor in where you really go like, wow, you know, what a voice, you know? But now that we go over into their main MVs without features and everything, I really hope that things will be a bit more clearer in the distribution as well, because that definitely also played into it. Not just the music video itself was really weird to watch and confusingly cut with the lip sync and everything, but also just because the song really didn't have like clear verses with like that are cut off for everybody to really showcase one, but like really more thrown together, you know. So a bit I can say messy in the line construction from the producer side, but sound wise it still delivers. It still has a very remarkable energy and delivery. But you definitely feel that it's a bit more of a pre-debut release, because it just really feels not that polished yet, you know? Like, there are still things where we can go like, oh yeah, whatever it's the mixing or the music video, we can do that a bit more on point to really make it feel more high quality. So let's see if that's now the case for their debut music video, Mr.Ambiguous, released on June 18th, 2014, sitting at 10.4 million views. So we're now in the double digits. Just surprised that we then had this like 4-month stretch between Peppermint Chocolate and their debut. No idea what happened there, or if they released something else in that time frame. At least didn't see anything on the discography page. So let's dive into it. I think it has no feature, right? Please tell me it has no feature. Like, I'm not against features and everything, but like I want to hear the focus on the 4, you know? I want to have the focus on the 4. Mr.Ambiguous. I think so. Yep, it's just the 4. Okay. Mamamoo's debut music video, Mr.Ambiguous, or Bitches, or let's check it out. Okay, male vocals. 5 minutes though, holy moly. Ooh, we're keeping this. We keep this classy energy up. Understand you, bro. Understand you.
지금 저한테 관심 있으세요?
Let's pretty deep then already. Okay, that choreo though. What? That choreo with those short dresses. Right then, but like, must not be really comfortable to perform like that, right? But we again have this weird editing in there. Guitar, Lee Jung-hyun. Wait, we sung's the director? Yeah, this really has a, what is it called? With so many harmonies in there and everything, this really reminds me of, again, these old school 60s stage performers, you know? Generally the energy that Solar's Booty had, but just as 4. Like a very funky old school vibe. What's up with that? Wasn't that a trend at some point actually? Director of photography, rhymer? What? This MV. Like, who's Mr.? I don't have subtitles, so I can't tell what it's. Oh, but the hand Mr. though. Bumkey, come on! Hell yeah! Alright, the signature anthem though. Even in the debut, she already had it in there. Hell yeah! I love that anthem so much. Really became a signature straight away, huh? The outfits here too, right? There must be a name for it. For that era, for how these singers were especially called. I would love to know what you're saying, I'm sorry. I guess she wasn't satisfied with the... Obviously now taking us a bit up to the song, but... Hey, what could you criticize there, hello? She's like, what the hell are you talking? Like those are those moments where you, without YouTube, should already add subtitles so that everybody knows what's being said. Okay, but why did this turn from a music video to a little... Oh, they were just playing with them. Ah. Oh, was that actually done? Oh, that would be so cool, like, instead of, like, a blooper, like, this wasn't actually scripted and acted, but, like, she really acted in a way where she's, like, not... Oh, that's cool. That's fun, actually. Do we still get song, though? Okay, so... Okay, but why do we add this in the middle of the video? Why wouldn't you put this at the end? the music video production, I'm sorry. Even with the microphones and everything, yeah. Piano, non-spike. Hello, like I love how we introduce everything. You gotta listen to this thing in full afterwards too, you know? Because that definitely took me a bit out of it, but... We left. Oh my. We. Oh man. Okay. This was really entertaining, even though it was a bit all over the place. Okay. So the thing is, right? This is really entertaining and everything, but it definitely feels a bit, like really bit all over the place in the sense of like, obviously as somebody that got into K-pop in just 2020, late 2020, I obviously was not experiencing the general increase in production quality, you know, like back then at that point I think really just a handful of companies were really big and were able to put out big music video productions for every release, and then just over the years below big three companies, or at that point big four companies, can pull out big high quality music videos at all points, because this definitely, again, with the editing and everything, like they had like not really big shooting in general, like they tried to make the most out of it in the post-production whatnot, but it kind of ended up making things a little bit like mentioned, all over the place. We're like, once again, like tried to focus on so many things at once. I actually really enjoyed this skit here. Like, it was actually pretty funny because it actually turned out to be like, not scripted or not acted. It actually them like playing around with them, which is like pretty cool. But why would you put it in the middle? Put it at the end of the video. Want to do the song in full first, you know? Like, I'm usually always a fan if we get additional stuff in a music video release, because it invites you to actually watch the music video again instead of just listening to it on you know, streaming platforms. But like, this is like bit unfortunate because it just plays directly in the middle of the song, or like before the bridge, where you then obviously won't experience the song as well as usually worked. That's why you usually put long stuff like this at the end of a music video. But one thing I wanted to check again though, like who is Mr.Mamamoo? Mamamoo? Mamamoo name meaning. What does Mamamoo stand for? Name is because it's a thing that's a sound that babies make? What? Mama means mother. Yeah. They want to approach the listeners organically and instinctively with their... What? And is it... What? Like, this doesn't even fit the... Like, this very classic concept. I thought this had, like, something... Okay. Y'all will probably know more than me or Google, so tell me about that down below. But like, I always find it funny because Mama and then Moo from the count. Y'all will definitely tell me more about the name. But, yeah, even though, like mentioned, we obviously had not this big gap in the middle, which definitely, like mentioned, intervenes with your experience on the song, at least on the first listen. It obviously very much continues the way we did Don't Be Happy and Peppermint Chocolate. Basically, Don't Be Happy was a very vocal-focused classic song. Peppermint Chocolate then was a bit more, like mentioned, more on the tempo, more on the flowing and everything. And then MrAmbiguous basically combines those sort of things where we have big vocal sections, but also some flow sections in there, you know, like we did first flow and vocals in the pre-debut singles and then combine it together in a very similar concept and sound design. Because it was, again, very bouncy, very classy, very funky. There's, again, what is the name for this, you know? Like, the way they were presented here and everything, it really reminded me so much of these old school 60s, 70s stage performers with the microphones and everything. You know? Like, this year, especially in the black and white, you could totally come out of an old school movie. What's the name for it? There must be a name for this type of concept and flavor as well. But yeah, this time around, we actually heard everybody, you know? Obviously the vocal line the most. We had Moonboo get her big section in the middle, which was cool. We again, like mentioned, had her all the way through too, which is like, I don't know, it's such a extremely cool ad-lib that I really enjoy every time. But yeah, this time around, we had, like mentioned, more in the focus on everybody, and everybody shined straight away as well. Everybody shined vocally, as Moonboo did, like mentioned, also voice-wise, but like mentioned, flow-wise especially. One thing I can definitely say though, what I like mentioned said straight at the beginning, was like, doesn't really look comfortable, that choreo with these dresses and everything, but I think generally the first two MVs with Peppermint Chocolate and Don't Be Happy were also already rather sexy in that concept. I don't know how old they were here at that point, but like, I think nowadays the concepts also go there. I mean, just look at Solda's recent release, look at Waza's recent release, Wien actually was more calming too, but I think it's generally more from straight away that they really went for a more mature, sexy concept, at least in the visual presentation. Sound-wise, obviously, like mentioned, more of this old school classy vibe. So it works put together and everything, but I still feel like that probably isn't that comfortable to perform, and I hope they didn't have to weirdos on stage. But yeah, MrAmbiguous. It's a very ambitious, man. This is a bit more of a crazier edition of this format, because I don't know, the releases were a bit more entertaining in that sense actually. But yeah, the song, like mentioned, really went into the same direction as the previous two. You know, basically with full focus on everybody, because we only had 2 members in the first song, and in the second one it was all over the place and you couldn't really tell who's who. This time we had more singular showcase. Everybody got their spotlight and everybody took it, and everybody sounded great. So even though the music video once again was a bit, you know, bit weird in the editing, and that thing put in the middle is a bit unfortunate for the first time experience on the song. Solid debut, and really made themselves immediately set themselves like a concept and vibe that they really wanted to go for, and maybe they will continue with that, because the next song is called Piano Man, and it definitely also feels like it may go into that sound direction. So yeah, 17.6 million views, released on November 21st, 2014, so the first comic came around 5 months afterwards. Let's check it out. Final music video of the first catching up on Mamamoo, which, like mentioned, really has been a bit unusual. So let's check it out. Mamamoo, Piano Man. Subtitles really was up until 2017, I think. That's not Wien. It's not Moonboo. It's not Solar. Wait, is Waza not in this? wanted to check really quickly, and then she turns up on the screen. Ooh, this kind of reminds me of old school London.
Hey, piano man.
Ah, was it the bar? They wrote it down already with the H at front. Okay, bartender, waitress. Solar is the vocal. Moonbyul, the rap. Or the dancer. Again though, black and white. That's exactly what I meant. That's exactly the style I was talking about. Or booty too. Exactly this exact environment. Ooh, this feels even more classy now. Like both visually and sound-wise. She looks great though with that short hair, with the gold jacket. Ooh. Man, we and Solar leading the choruses though. It's I'm just waiting for the ad-lib. Man, this has so much style. It's so stylish. It's really the best adjective. Going back to that hand side. Ooh, this is already so catchy. I love how, man, dude, it looks stunning though. Seriously, like you're so captured by the sound and everything. Ooh. And then the music video comes around. Moonbyul rap for the bridge. Hell yeah. Ooh. Kind of. Man, this music video is so cool. Oh damn! Okay, but like, it's kind of funny because I talked about it, especially like this for the Zoller booty reaction. For now, the first 3 music videos already, and then for the first comic, we actually go for the visual concept that I've been talking about the entire time. Picture a bar, picture like, I don't know, a restaurant or whatnot, and picture like to entertain the audience, to entertain the guests, the customers while they're eating or having a good time. Boom, you put in these classical vocalists and performing to piano and all that kind of stuff. And boom, we actually got it right here, visually presented. Hell yeah, that's exactly that style and feeling that I got from all the songs thus far we've listened to today. And then we actually go into it visually as well. Good stuff. So, Piano Man. Like, the first thing I can straight away say, both music video wise and sound wise, and just generally in every sense of production, it's like they once again took what they've already done, but now polished it and just made it feel much better. You know, much more professional, basically. You know, like the mix and everything was okay in the previous stuff, but like the production, like mentioned, the distribution, everything on that second song was like a bit too over the place. And the music videos were like really, from the way they were shot, just a bit too overwhelming. I think, you know, like not positively overwhelming because it just was too much happening, you know, to really focus on something. This time around, both the music video and the song feel much more polished, much more on point, just much more yeah, just better, you know. Like the first comic is definitely my favorite song of the day thus far. What means as far it is my favorite song of the day. It just all feels much more on point and just much better than in the previous release, which is an immediate sound of growth, which is pretty good to see. But yeah, the outfits, the styling, the presentation, the delivery. Again, they weren't really seductive, sexy in the movements and whatnot. That like mentioned, really went for this really major concept straight away. Solar and Wien for the vocals in the chorus is just, man, they sound so freaking great together. Whilst it sounded incredible. I love the way we like mentioned Playroom with this black and white filter to really get this 60s flavor in there, or 50s, 70s, whatever. Actually, I think we're 60s, 50s. The choreo was awesome. These gold leather jackets are an iconic look straight away. The music video was, like mentioned, very engageable. Then these back alley scenes, which like mentioned, really remind me of old school on, especially with the telephone booth here, like Jack the Ripper style, basically. But that's even a few more decades before that. Just the entire visual combination with the sound really made for such a great experience. That's what I meant about Mr.Ambiguous, because they also had like a cool style and feeling everything, but then we throw in this blooper type of thing, which like mentioned was really cool and entertaining, but like you don't put it in the middle, you put it at the end, you know. This time we didn't have that. We had this intro section there at the beginning, you know, and then after that we just had the song, we just had it all the way go through, and did it deliver? Fantastic music video, fantastic presentation, concept, and cuts and everything. Just very, very enjoyable. But the song as well. The pre-chorus is awesome. It builds great, just great excitement for the drop. The general delivery here again, in the pronunciation especially, also sounds fantastic. But that's again the thing though, right? We only had 2 locations basically throughout the music video, and they still made it feel not one time boring because of the way it was shot this time around. Like, they really stepped it up straight away for the first comic. That's really, really great to see. The choreo was great. The vocals were absolutely spectacular. Moonbyul getting her rap showcase at the end, actually, like in the bridge instead of like in the verse or something like that, as you usually see it, was also really damn cool. I did miss her ad-lib in between there, but man, Piano Man is awesome. Piano Man sounded absolutely fantastic. That was really, really damn enjoyable. Definitely my favorite of the day. Like, not just generally my favorite, but I think it's just straight up the best produced song and music video of the day. 100%. It just does everything the previous 3 songs did much better and just way more polishedly executed. Fantastic. This is really, really good. Like the first, like mentioned, the first one was with just 2 of the members, which was like, okay, cool, I really enjoyed it, but I want to see the full group harmony and chemistry. Then the second song was, like mentioned, a bit too over the place and not really, like a bit messily produced. Then the third song came around, which like mentioned gave us this first group spotlight, but then we had like mentioned the music video intervene a little bit with that. This time around, everything perfect. Everybody once again had the great shine within the song itself, and the music video also delivers and evaluates the song. That's the thing. This music video invites you to come back and listen to the song with the MV, because it adds to the song. It makes the song feel much more authentic. It just presentates that vibe and feeling I've been talking about the entire time to its height, because like we did have these stylish, classy looks and microphones and everything in the previous music videos as well, but this time around we literally have the bar going on here. We literally have this old school black and white flavor too. Fantastic. This was really, really good. This was really, really damn good. And that's like mentioned an immediate sign of growth and quality. Holy boy. An immediate sign of growth and quality increase. So yeah, Piano Man definitely the highlight of the day for me thus far. But it does make me excited, or like very intrigued to see how they kept going, because obviously now the first four music videos were all pretty similar, you know. It was like we went for one concept and one style and just changed things up a little bit in the sound itself and just went more and more all in on the topic itself in the music videos. So intrigued to see if their upcoming, or like if their comebacks after that also went for this very classic stylish type of delivery, or if they then swapped it around a little bit more, you know. If they then went for like different sounds, different concepts and everything, as time went on, or if they really, at least for their early goings, really fixated themselves on this one specific concept, like Dreamcatcher just specificated themselves for the rock sound and just switch things up a little bit there. So, good to see how the future, how their other releases will look like, but that's something for the next videos in our discography series. For now, this is it for my first catching up on Mamamoo. I still had a lot of fun with this. I enjoyed this a lot, and I hope you guys enjoyed my reactions. If you did, leave a like that will already show me that you did. What are your thoughts on these first 4 Mamamoo music videos? Like mentioned, gladly answer some of the questions I made in there, like the meaning of the name and how it came together, and like everything else I asked. Let tell me about that down below in the comments as well. And as always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, if you want to support me, then you can gladly leave a sub as well, or support my Patreon. It would help me a lot. And yeah, we will, like mentioned, 100% be doing Mamamoo, obviously, because we want to go for all the music videos and for all their albums. Next up on the list would definitely then be their first mini album, which I think then will also include Gentleman, because Piano Man was a single album release which featured 1 B-side, and we just featured that in the mini album. That would not make sense to give that like an extra video. And I will put you the first few next Mamamoo videos in the discography journey down below in the comments already. Won't give you the full thing yet, because like they have a lot of B-side music videos as well, and I can't tell yet if I maybe want to put these with main soundtrack music videos and catching up on videos like this, or when I react to the albums, just use those for the B-side reactions. So check the comments down below to see how the next few videos will be looking like. And other than that, we have a lot of other great content coming up. So for whatever content you may be interested in, for whatever content you may want to in for, I'll see you again soon on this channel. Stay safe, have been happy, have a great time, have a great remaining week, and see you again with Mamamoo or K.will reactions. Thank you so much for watching.